I see you there, Crystal Star. It's hard not to. You're the only one talking a lot. You have a badge for sharing a clip? Interesting. I want that badge. It looks like a good badge. Wait. We might not be doing this tonight. I don't see Dark Fan. Kind of want to do it anyway. I just did a jumping thing. The moment I hit the ground, I jumped again. I maintained my momentum. I don't know how I did that. I just did it. Can't seem to do it again. There it is. That was cool. Okay. Here's a tree down there. Okay, so let me pull out my list of things to do with this. Got that done. Steel frame, steel pipe, plate, wire, plate again, cased industrial beams. That is where I am, right? There's 8 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As I'm sure. No, that's a miner. That's a miner. That's a water extractor. You guys can't see this. I'm sorry. Miner. Oil. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more production lines. No, wait, 9. Oh, this is a miner. We need to set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 miners. Coal, bauxite, water, limestone, copper, iron, and crude oil. Isn't there like all of them? No, there's no sulfur. And, oh yeah, and nitrogen gas. 8. How about that? All those refineries are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So the next one that's not refineries is for aluminum beans and aluminum bean and pure aluminum ingots. So steel's done? No, steel's not done. Set up steel next, I think. Yeah. We'll do the aluminum beams and the pure aluminum ingot next. Alright.
Hello?
Hi, Firedale. How you doing?
I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late.
You're the only one here yet, so... You're late to be early?
Okay.
And I know the other two aren't here yet, and I don't know if Darkfan will make it. I kind of want to do this anyways. It's been too long.
It's nice to hear from you.
Although I want to go play Noida, I also really want to play this. I can't play Noida all... Okay, I could play Noida all the time. I shouldn't play Noida all the time.
I have to remember my buttons.
Yeah, I just went through that. I need to go make some power shards so that I can get the yellow slug that I have to go into storage. Wait, if you make the power shards in the constructor, and then you like amp the performance of it, can you double the power shards?
Theoretically?
I'm trying it.
Theoretically. Regically.
Damn it, I can't remember what the summer sluice thing is called. It is a summer sluice, I spelled it wrong. It's multiplying it. It does double it. Okay, we probably should have been doing this all along. We're about to have so many power shards. The sound that this makes when it like warbles from using the summer sloop, it's like mesmerizing. And seeing the purple gas that comes out of it.
Is it making you sleepy?
No, I was already that. That's unrelated. But I'm enjoying it enough to be sitting here just kind of quietly watching it, listening to it do its thing. And I exploded Crystal Star's brain. Yeah, if I wasn't here, tired or not, I'd be playing Noida right now. I was playing Noida before I started, actually. I may have overproduced a little bit, Firedale. I already put 300 of them in storage. And, I have another 500 here. Sorry, 600. So I'm going to be carrying all of the power shards for a while. I guess I could just take them and put them in storage at our base. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'll do that. It may be an oops, but it's an oops that has us that gives us a lot of power shards. just thinking, I love how I can launch myself going north and have enough time to turn myself around and go south and make it to my destination. I did not make it to my destination.
Didn't have enough time.
I mean, it would have if I used, like, the parachute, but... then I'd have to switch. Okay, so Firedale.
Yeah?
I just went back to the base, and I'm trying to assign a drawer specifically for the power shards, right? I'm trying to put a sign
Uh-huh.
on the front of it.
Like I'd been doing.
Where have you been doing that?
Like next to the trains for each of the offload spots. Or like over there for turning items into tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any of that, but sure, kind of like that. But I'm trying to put it on the box, and you can't put it on the box. So I placed a wall over the box, and it wouldn't put it on the box. It would put it like way over the box or way under the box, or so I put half walls, and then floors, and then all the other stuff. And I finally got the sign on the box, and I deleted the floors and all the other stuff. And I look at it, and the sign's upside down. That's really annoying, Firedale.
I'd say so. It sucks when you want to do a specific thing and it won't let you do it.
Okay, I do this, I put it here, I use scroll wheel.
I think I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, you are.
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't get it. Say it again.
Oh, it sucks when you want to do a thing and it just won't let you do it.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of trying to make it do it again, so I'm... Yeah. And even worse... Oh, get this now, Firedale. So even worse, I can now make a copy of that sign and attach it to the sign. So I can put a sign in the right spot, right? They're all upside down.
Just flip it over.
I can't! It won't let me! Fine. They're just upside down. That's just now the thing. It's so annoying. It's so stupidly annoying. It's so stupidly annoying, I'm going to put it on all of them that way.
Do you want me to come and take a look at it?
Well, I've now copied and pasted it 12 times over. They're
Uh-huh.
all upside down now. If you want to see if you can flip them, I ain't going to stop you, but I ain't messing with it any more than I've already done.
And where are you at? At the
Base.
starting area where we were, or current base?
Current base.
Okay. I just need to remember how to get there.
Fly.
Okay, let me change that out. Over here's a shooter majigger. So I'm gonna jump on this and see where it takes me. Pretty sure I'll be able to see base at some point. And woo! I see train. Oh, there it is. What is the thing sticking out of the top of one of the buildings? It's like angled.
Which bit? Where?
Looks like it's the next building over from the blueprint maker. The top of it has stuff sticking out. It's angled. You see it?
This one?
Yeah.
It's just a way in to when you're flying. It's a like a sky access.
Oh.
It does my intention.
Oh, I sneezed. Oh, okay. So where's one of these infamous signs?
They're all right here. Those are all upside down. Every single one of them.
How strange.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. It's annoying, isn't it?
It's just odd.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you actually get the sign there?
I put floors there and put it against the floors.
Where's the first sign you put down?
The one with the power shard on it. I did use half floor. I used half floors, by the way.
Uh-huh.
The 1 meter ones. And I nudged them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it would be as simple as putting it back the way it was and replacing it the way that it was, except this time make sure it's facing in the right direction before deleting them. So it's not overly complicated. I just ain't doing it. I'm done. Yep, they are left, Ash.
Is that lined up?
Yeah, that is properly lined up.
Yeah.
You can copy and paste that one to the side so you can replace it when you move it down. It should take the rotation of the one that you have placed instead of maintaining its own rotation on the copy paste.
Nope, it doesn't keep it. You actually have to get rid of it. There you go. So I'll fix it. You said you wasn't going to do it. I'll fix it.
All right, fine.
You said you wouldn't want to do it. I don't want to bother you.
I was helping you.
Well, no, I'm helping you.
I'm helping you now that you're helping me.
Okay. Doop, 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 doop. And find an opening. There. Oh, you already fixed that. Too bad there's no zooping for this one.
Yeah.
There. Move that. Find a hole in the roof. There we go.
There.
Do you want something put on the right side here too?
Well, these ones are already kind of marked. Like this one should be like for the medical stuff, and these should be nuclear waste stuffs.
Oh, okay.
They already have marks.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's interesting that the first one you put down was upside down for some reason.
Well,
And then it just forced it that way for the rest of them. There's no way to turn it
yep.
when you're attaching.
Yep. Yep. Just copied that rotation over and over and over again.
I guess they think, well, if you placed it and they're butting up against it, then that obviously means you want it the same way, right?
Mm-hmm. That is indicating that you did it right the first time.
Glad I could help. That was really weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, they're now stored. I'm happy.
Yay.
I need to go get water now, because I don't have any, and I'm thirsty. And I don't think Hunt will let me drink any coffee right now.
No coffee. Is there a shooty thingy that goes, like, northward?
This one.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
fun watching you go watching that. And he's gone. I will launch myself in the direction of where I need to go, and then I will go get water.
Can't remember if I should be heading northwest or northeast. Huh. I'll find it eventually. Oh. Here comes the manta ray thing. Isn't there an achievement for riding on top of it?
Yes, there is.
It looks so small from way up here. This needs a thing like Space Engineers has, so you can make something rotate and put lights on it. So you have a little beacon for, here's a landing spot. Wouldn't it be nifty?
You can't program lights to do that?
Not in this.
I know you can do something with the lights.
Can you?
Pretty sure.
I didn't know that. I'm going to head over to compacted coal and see how it's holding up. You know, with how much power we have, these batteries don't do much, do they?
At the moment.
They store 100 megawatt hours each, right? We are 1,000 times, producing 1,000 times more than that. So it'd take 1,000 batteries to make up the same amount of energy storage as we're making. That's a lot of batteries. Okay, so if I want to get back to coal easily, I just put a train down. I tell it to go there. And turn on self-driving.
City builder, maybe technically, but those machines are expensive, and I don't think you can place them with like settings, like telling it to output the items down.
Trying to think about how to automate something in the other mod pack.
Gravitas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greg Tech has like molds and lenses that you put into some machines, but you need different ones for different things. But there's no way of taking them out with automation. So AE, Applied Energistics, doesn't really have a way of doing the recipes without just having a machine for everything. And of course, Greg Tech has stupidly expensive machines and like a
So
dozen
you can't make a
molds
lot of
for
multiple copies for it so easily to
yeah,
have every
yeah.
mold accounted for.
And even if you do, that's annoying to have like 12 rows of machines because you can't change out the molds. That's stupid, man.
That's automation.
That's a lack of automation. That's a manual answer for an automation problem.
No, that would be changing them out manually, wouldn't it?
I think both would be the same thing. Yeah, it's a really annoying problem.
It sounds like it.
Get water. I need water.
Yeah, go get water. No coffee.
I'm getting water.
No coffee.
Well, she won't let me make coffee.
You already
Tempted to go up
returned
there
all
and
your
start-
coffee today.
I might go upstairs, try pretend to sneak by and use the coffee grinder and see if she like flips. Because I will find it funny.
Pat doesn't troll people. I don't want to view this realistically.
Firedale.
Yes.
She didn't even care.
Yeah, I didn't hear the cops being called. Didn't hear an ambulance. I figured you didn't do it.
I did it. She was so into her program she didn't even notice.
Oh no, we don't want this realistic. That's a crappy view. Okay, so if I want a triplet,
You can't really get a triplet after you're born, Firedale.
I mean, you can adopt.
I thought you
can
meant
adopt your
like
brother
I
or
thought you
sister.
meant to become like part of a triplet.
That's what I mean. You can adopt a brother or sister.
Yeah, but they won't be a twin or a triplet.
True. You can be triplets at heart.
Yeah. Totally the same thing.
Yeah. Because we need the compacted coal in other places other than the power, I'm trying to see if I can make this like 3 times faster.
Mm-hmm.
So have it run at 300% of what it currently does. Because right now I've got it about 200%. We are actually backing up on the compacted coal.
Have you looked at the output of wherever it's coming from and seeing what the maximum output it could be for that, and just do that?
Well, that's what I'm figuring. Or trying to figure.
Well, that's what we got that blueprint calculator site thingy for.
Yep, it's what I'm using.
Ah.
The only downside is you can't actually set it up with different nodes.
Well, thank you.
So So you pretty much have to put in a number of what you can make yourself as an input as opposed to calculating by the nodes.
I just got mug cake.
Ooh.
So you can only set the output, not the input?
Oh yeah, you can set the input, but you don't do it by nodes. You do it by an item amount. So
I
it's,
mean, that works.
yeah, it just takes a little bit more calculating. Excuse me.
I promise I'm going to actually build something today. I will
It's
build
250% if you put in all three upgrade things, right?
I think so. Yeah. Which
Okay,
you ought
so
to do every time anyway. But there's only so much you can take out of a miner. A pure node cannot reach full potential yet.
yeah, because of the conveyor belt.
Right.
Okay, so normal. $240. Actually, I guess I can go check the website. That way I don't have to sit here and figure it out by hand. Because I think the thing we're going to be limited on over here is the sulfur. Because there's like 5 coal things over here, but only 3 sulfur. And it's a pure, a normal, and an impure. Which I think averages out to normal times 3. $60, $120. Oh no, it's doubled again. So almost normal times 3, a little bit better than a normal times 3. So yeah, the Miner Mark III looks like it would be able to produce 1,200. But it can't.
Yet.
Are they adding an upgraded belt in the next update?
It's in this update, fire now.
Oh, we don't have it yet?
Right.
Ah.
There are still things, mysteries to us in this here pack.
I see.
Game. I'm used to playing mod packs. And I'm practicing and doing a thing for a Western play for the church, so stuck in Western mode lately. So it wasn't a mockery of you. I've been stuck in that mode. Just came back from that practice earlier today.
Okay, so it would need 3 belts. We'd get 1680.
I should have said it wasn't a mockery of you this time. But, I mean, I have.
I'm
pretty
Southern,
sure.
but I'm not Western or Texan.
But your accent.
My accent.
To New Yorker, you all sound the same to me. And I'm sure we do the same.
Yeah, I suck at picking up on accents, and I've lost a lot of mine over the years of being online.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
You got a pretty good accent, Firedale.
I used to have a drawl based on what I remember, or I could just be misremembering. Coal. Normal coal. Normal coal.
What am I mean to be making this time?
And a normal.
No, I
yeah.
mean,
4 times normal is definitely enough. So our limit's going to be the sulfur. Do we ever get the ability to make summer sloops?
No. Mercer spheres and summer sloops, I believe, are always going to be items that are non-duplicatable.
So if I do 27 of them, one moment. I have to be back in a minute. My mother has called and needs my assistance.
I
So I apologize.
I mean, I just left you for like 5, so it's fine.
So I'll be back.
Hey. Uh-oh. 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 Games are crashing. Can you guys still see me?
Sounds like that might have been me.
And there it goes. It might have been you. Hi, Q.
Hey, Pac. Good evening.
Well, let's try that game again. As soon as it talks to the cloud and says that it's still here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully I didn't lose too much.
We will
Fire
hope.
too. There it is. Okay, load. I mean, I've had it crash in the middle of the game before, so it made me nervous. Okay. Where did it save it at? Oh, I didn't lose too much. I'm good. All right, we're good. All right, let's get you guys in here again. Manage session. I was going to edit the previous one. There. And I'm all caught up. That wasn't too bad at all. Of course, now Firedale's got to log back in, but...
Should I try to reconnect?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Might need a new link.
Oh, I just changed the old one.
Oh, okay.
I said that, you must not have heard it.
No, for some reason. I am still dealing with migraine from last week. But I'm good enough to play.
Gotta get you fixed on that.
I wish. I'm working on it. Fix-it tip number 48. This is my favorite tip in the game.
How do you know?
I don't know. That's what they said.
I mean, that sounds more like an opinion, but man, I am stuck in Southern today. I can't help it. Like I was telling Firedale, they're doing for the VBS. I'm doing a play thing for that, and I'm stuck doing a Southern accent. So Southern drawls is coming out of me.
What's BBS?
Vacation Bible
VBS.
School.
VBS.
VBS.
Oh, yeah.
Did you make it?
I think so.
I don't remember seeing it come in.
Yeah, no, I'm in as far as I can tell.
There you are. This one needs to come in here, out here. Where are steel beams needed? Steel beams are needed at the encased. Oh wow, that's way down there. Encased industrial beam. Oh, it's only one production line away. It's got to go to there. So that's got to be the input for... Where's in? So this is in. Okay, so this is one of the two ends.
Oh man.
Matter.
I fell down.
Okay. I mean, that's just like a normal thing. I'd expect something completely worse. Okay. Leave me alone. Had to confirm that it was coming out at a speed that's going to be able to go on that belt, and it is. So that's good. Let's go ahead and put a here. Here. That should be auto connecting. That's good. It's coming down to here. We're going to attach that to this here line. Which is not going to have to go very far. It's going to have to go to, well, there, actually. That's going to have an input. Do the any. That's right. So I think we do this. That's good. Let's do it here. That's right.
It's always a silly death, isn't it?
See, now when you said you fell, it didn't click in my head that you might have actually died.
Yeah, yeah.
So you died in it.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're okay to make it back.
Oh,
You just gotta
yeah,
go a far distance.
yeah.
Okay.
Relatively.
All right. No big deal. Just
Not
annoying.
really. Yeah. One of those, I hadn't been tethered to electrical line, and so I didn't have any smooth landing things. That is old.
Sounds like the beginning of a country song right there.
Yeah, it has just a bunch of... just about enough syllables to be one of those cool, long country song names.
Smooth land. Constructor done.
Are you sure about that?
I just realized that I set the output for this particular machine line on the end of the input.
Yeah, I don't think that's where you want that.
No, that's not gonna.
No.
It's not gonna work right.
No. And you know me, Pac. I try to be flexible when it comes to things, delicate things like that. And try to understand that just many things in life, as you know, are just matters of opinion, personal preference, and taste. But that particular one, like I just can't.
Yeah,
I hope
it's
you
not
understand.
really a. It's not really a taste as it is a for an innie. There's an outie. There's not another innie.
Mm-hmm.
That one could be said in third grader words right there. I mean,
Whatever gets the point across. I mean, we're talking kind of communication that's crosses both barriers of distance and time. Sometimes you don't have a second chance to make the statement, so you have to be direct and clear.
could be its own song too. For every innie, there's an outie. Although I think that's more of a children's song.
I mean, there are plenty of children's television programs that were cowboy and Wild West themed. There was almost always singing there, so I think you're still stuck in BBS there, Pat.
Well, I mean, yeah,
You know,
maybe a little.
this is no criticism.
It's my life for the next 2 months probably. So
Months? How long you have VBS?
well,
only do a week.
no, we gotta practice, man.
Practice?
It doesn't just. Yes, I mean for the play portion of it.
Okay.
We try to go for quality.
This is impressive.
Dude, I wish I could record it and show it.
I believe it. It sounds wonderful.
There's a reason that I don't.
Well, of course.
First of all, I'm in it.
Sure.
Second, we move around a lot, and I don't exactly have a multiple camera setup, so it doesn't really have the full view. And third, I don't have a cameraman.
Yeah.
I have Hun, who's usually taking care of Midlet at the time, and this time she's going to be doing chicken sounds.
Ooh.
So
That's still a lot of fun. Good deal, I say.
yeah, she's talking chicken.
Yeah. No. I ain't got nothing over here because just recently I was able to find a copy online of someone playing one of my favorite childhood records. It was of dearly departed, unfortunately, passed away maybe 20 years ago. There was this guy,
Passed away what?
20 years ago. It was a ventriloquist, and he
Oh.
made records of his of his act. But it was a children's Bible programming, and it was Pastor Paul and Wally Wood, Wally's Adventures in Bible Land, and I love it, and I still love it. You can't find it. I still have the record because, well, the reason why I have the record is because, for some reason, my family always, speaking of VBS, always scheduled picture taking, the family photos, on the day where if your side of VBS won, you get to participate in a all you can eat ice cream sundae thing. That's what we had. Always scheduled photos, family photo on that day. And they were like, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's just ice cream." You don't get it, do you?
From our kids, I mean, really?
That's but because we weren't able to attend, we got one of those records. Best thing ever.
That is an interesting reason.
Yeah. And like I said, it was on. Apparently, they had a radio station in New York that broadcast. I think it was a New York station, anyways, if I remember right. I had to pull up the link, but that broadcast these old records because this guy found a copy in Idaho of all places, and I have a sneaking suspicion that might have been donated to the thrift store by one of my brothers. He would have had a copy of that. I still have access to the copy that the family has. I ain't giving that thing away, but he might have. So yeah, if you ever have a notion of wanting to hear that, I can get a copy for you. Because I went ahead and ripped a copy.
I think it's past my prime at this point.
Okay. No, that's fair. It's just silly. It's just fun. Ventriloquist act. So fair enough. That's the kind of thing that
I'm
I
actually. It's gonna sound weird and semantic-y. I'm more of a puppet person than a ventriloquist person.
No, absolutely. No.
I actually
semantics.
did puppets for the church for years. I was actually pretty good at puppets.
Ah, nice.
And I tried writing them and stuff like that. The problem with puppetry and trying to help out the church with puppetry is nobody else is any good at puppetry. So getting people to help me with that
there's no way.
was always really hard.
You have to
because
have
they were all so bad.
Oh, dude, you have to have at least one person to play off of. And I mean, you can have
Yeah,
another human there, and that works. But
I mean, what I tried to do. Well, it was a pure puppet show. There were no humans involved. We actually had like dog character and stuff. It's a very well written one. We try again. We try hard. But the problem with what I would do is I would write these, and I would spend a lot of time writing a pretty decent one, and I would try to set up a good show and stuff like that. And I would try to write them back when technology was starting to come out for like recording and stuff like that, and I would write them ahead of time, and I would record all the audio, so that all the people who held me had to do was open their hands to the beat, basically, and they couldn't do it. And as somebody who knows what they're doing, it's like watching somebody who can't figure out how to walk straight, and it drove me insane. I had to.
No,
I couldn't.
No. Now I've been performing in some way, shape, or form since I was 4, and so it's like I've been on stage, I've been doing the things. Mom made us either sing in the choir, or perform musicals or plays or skits for the church, ever since I was 4.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped. Once I was like 18, 19, I stopped for a few years because I couldn't. And that was just after I did a performance of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat for high school. So I've been doing this thing a long time.
I actually have only done stuff for the church too. I've never actually done anything. I've never done any theater work for any of I didn't even start doing this until way after high school.
Mm-hmm. Well, same here. I mean, I tried to get work and stuff.
I had short hair in high school.
Mm-hmm. That is a time stamp.
I actually grew out my hair because I was helping out with the stuff at the church, for the plays and stuff. That's when I started doing that. Just another one of those things, just like in Minecraft, where you're the suspension of belief that this is actually not just floating in the middle of the air.
Yeah, well, maybe it is too, but that's okay.
I mean, it is.
Yeah,
but you want to make it look supported if you can.
Yeah.
Unless it's like part of a space age technology doohickey thing,
Sure,
but this is
you have to plan for that.
industrial.
You have to make it look like that if you're going to do that then. And that's its own thing.
Yeah. This isn't that thing.
No.
This is more industrial part.
Your builds are irregular, Pack. Your builds are irregular and unaligned. I'll still see what I can do, but it's one of those things.
For what?
For making it look supported. You aren't already doing that?
Well, I'm kind of, as I'm going along, trying to attach things together. Sure. This in particular, the electrical catwalk thing over the top. Trying to connect it up to... There are different heights, so I got to connect the different heights together. But honestly, that's part of the challenge of making things that you didn't plan to go together work. So, I don't mind it. I think it actually came out pretty good.
I mean, I guess. I am compelled to agree because at some point you plan and plan and plan and plan, and eventually you just make yourself crazy, and you don't get anything done either.
Well, unless it's for a lot of these types of industrial builds, they kind of grow similar to how, relating it back again, similar to how a church grows. Like, a church doesn't know what it's going to be in 20 years. You
True.
plan, the original building is going to have, like, the auditorium, an office, and maybe a classroom or two. In 20 years, they could have added a gym, tripled the classrooms, added a fellowship thing where you have like a secondary miniature auditorium, which is a common thing in the churches, a coffee corner, like it's just an expansion to the general building and the hallways. And it's a patchwork project, and making it so it's a cohesive thing that works together is kind of part of the challenge. It's more difficult with a church. With an industrial park, you kind of want to make it more cohesive. It's kind of what I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
And hello, Ian in chat.
So you're gonna need steel up there, right?
Yeah, they're going to use aluminum for that.
We're gonna need something else. What do we need? Let me look up. It's been 2 weeks.
Yep. I have, I think, one more construction line for this level. Yeah, one more construction line for this level is going to be 20 foundries. Then on the level above this is like dozens of refineries in a row. Dozens and dozens of them. Need to refine, let's see, there's going to be aluminum scrap, wet concrete, pure copper ingots, pure iron ingots, heavy oil residue, petroleum coke. Yeah, so 6 lines for refineries are going to be upstairs.
Right. The reason why...
Go ahead.
The reason why I ask is because we had talked. I do remember because I had spawned in over in the place where I was kind of preparing a few things. Not that I'm even remotely insisting we do so, but we had talked about. I think it was going to be using iron ore and petroleum coke to make steel. But what for? If we're going to use aluminum instead? Because it makes
Petroleum
100.
coke is in this, yeah.
Yeah. Where? Because we needed petroleum coke and we needed steel. And we need iron for something. I don't know if it was for steel or for something else. And you had a number that we figured out that we had enough down here to do it.
Yeah, I see it. Petroleum coke for the steel ingots. I think it's more because it spreads out the materials that you need, so you don't need to have 17 different iron nodes in this one location. You can get enough in the area that you're in if you. I think that's what my brain is thinking. And plus, I was just looking at the recipes, and these recipes seem to be the most efficient. It's what I ended up figuring, at least. When I was looking at how much iron it would have actually had to use to make it, it was the number appalled me. So the aluminum, which is like literally a hop, skip, and to jump away, was more than enough to supply this.
Oh, so we don't need to do that?
No, well, you do. It's gonna be some petroleum coke to make steel, but it's not gonna be that much. It's gonna be a tiny amount. It's literally gonna be like one oil extractor. And then there's gonna be a bunch of refineries, but it's gonna be like 24 refineries, which for refineries, that's not that much, honestly. Refineries they're often just a whole lot of there's just they do so little for each one. It just take up a lot of space. But that's fine because they're not super expensive, and we have the space above this.
Well, I propose, if it's going to take that many refineries, we can build a refining plant over here over the water. That's next to all the crude oil sources.
You're way over there.
Yeah. And it's going to be the ones to the east of me. Which are to the east of the body of water over here. Water's convenient.
You're moving a lot of items from there to here.
Sure, but you're moving the crude oil from there to here. Either way.
Am I?
Well, if you're doing the
My
refining.
crude oil source? There's another crude oil source to the northwest. It's about the same distance.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I was just building the whole thing and then worrying about where all the sources were coming from in the end.
Sure. Well, whatever you want to do.
I think it'll look cool having a fourth, what do you think, is it the fourth or a third story of just all those smokestacks on the top.
No argument here.
I think that will end up looking good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah. We will, at the very least, need some sort of a tower. Unless we just want to use pumps.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we did that's actually another reason maybe to use the other oil source, because I don't think that one's lower. I think that's higher. In which case, we would just have to make sure we don't go up at any point. But honestly, just making a tower makes more sense anyways.
Yep. We have a lot of oil over here anyways. We might as well, just so we can break off of that for other projects. Alright. Well, about how tall do you think that needs to be?
I really wish it told us these things better.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to pull up that thing.
Nah, it's fine. I have a few thoughts. I'll see what I can do.
I can tell you that the height of the current nitrogen tower would be more than sufficient.
Okay.
The problem is that that's very tall from in comparison to where you are.
Yeah, whatever. Just make enough pumps and do it.
Yep. It would be a few.
gonna lose
Nope.
fire though then?
He went to go help his mom and hasn't come back yet.
Okay. Not that that ever happens to any of us.
No, never.
That never.
So now that's going to have to be split. Half the stuff is going to come in that way, and half the stuff is going to come in that way. We'll just let it divide itself up, and it should be fine. We're going to have a hole to come in right here. Right here. Here, go around, go down this way, and that should. Oh, all right, we gotta finish that part. I haven't done either of these, so we gotta have this come out here, go out this way, down to here. Splitters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Complete with the lines going into each one of these. Same thing on this side. Get this splitter here. That's good because this one's extra. There we go. All out, come back around, go down this way, go over to here, out to here, and then pop out here where we're going to have a container coming out like that. That's going to have a hole. Like so. There. And that's the steel. No, that's the aluminum ingots. The aluminum ingots are going into this build, I think, actually. Yeah, so this is going to be going in. Here. We'll keep it neat. I'll bring it over that way. Let's be smart about this. We're going to take that, move all these. Turn this splitter around, so go in that direction. Then we can do this here, just like that. And then we're going to connect that up to that one over there. Just right. That one's a simple direct line. There? Yes. Thank you, MJ Evans. We always have a backup plan if it doesn't happen. Ian is also doing it just as often. If he isn't able to and you're not able to, we can always make salads. We'll live. It will not be as yummy. It will not be as paid for, but we can do it. Though to be fair, we make a pretty mean salad. But thank you, MJ Evans. I do appreciate your consideration. I really do. Well, that stuck out a little more than I liked it to, but... Well, as with all things, there probably is a restaurant that does it. Don't know which one, though. I want to rebuild this. I'm telling you right now, I want to rebuild this. What I want to do is take those 4 and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it! Frickin' damn it! That part looks so good, though. But I like how it swings in that way and looks a little bit more interesting. Fine. Not that one. Build it up, tear it down, build it up, tear it down, build it up, tear it down, build it up, and then tear it down, build it up, tear it down, build it up, tear it down, and then build it up, then tear it down. There. And we need to remove one or two more of you. That one. And that one. Yeah. Attach you to you. You can go up. Okay, that can accommodate all these. All right. There. Now the inputs are going to change. Just remove all this. No, not all this. Yeah. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many do I need? I actually need 16.82. This is 18. Technically, I don't even need this one. I'm leaving it though. I am definitely leaving it. But that means that I need to divide it, preferably so that we're at the 9 one direction and 9 the other, which is not going to happen. So we're going to have 10 in one direction and 8 in the other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be the 10, this will be the 8. Okay, 1 right here. Line going here, and another one here. Now we're going to have an input going here. Have it come from this direction to be slightly different. Have it turn to go out to this point, so we're going to have a line going over. That's not right. Okay, try that again. An input going over to here, starting at that point. From here to here, that isn't the correct distance. Here, here, here. have the input for the items be right. Or that. The other one is going to be right here. And the conveyor belt right in that spot, or there. That didn't finish. Or okay, that is the input for the aluminum. That is all set. This is now aluminum ingots. So let's get a copy of you. Put it right in the center of this best we can, which is a good spot right here.
What happened?
What happened to you?
I had to go help my mother.
Well, you did.
But I was in the game. Now I'm not in the game.
Oh,
Yeah, game crashed.
Ah.
it's true.
Is there a new number?
It's this. It's a new number, but I put it in the same pace, so
Okay.
or the
Thank
same
you.
spot. So just copy that one again.
Any clue what happened?
I connected.
Q joined.
Oh, and that broke the game.
Evidently.
Guilty as charged.
He is just too awesome.
He is amazing.
The game couldn't handle his amazing voice and commentary tone.
Can't
You're
help
too
if I
kind.
work with exceptional people.
Oh,
You're amazing too, Fardale.
well, that's what
Well,
that
he
was.
is
That
part
was an
of the
oh.
people.
That wasn't an oh. That was an oh.
Yes, well, I'm confirming the.
Okay.
The all is confirmed.
You are too, Pack.
Ah.
Fix it tip number 13. Your fun is wrong.
So much for the Mutual Appreciation Society.
Your fun is wrong. That's great.
I mean, with the exception of Ada, we're all awesome here.
I can agree I can get behind that. I can agree with that.
All right, that's another item on the list done.
What salads is MJ talking about? I like salads.
The salads that me and Hun make.
What do you and Hun make?
Me and Hun just make a mean salad.
Uh,
We don't make a normal salad. We don't make green salads. We make salads that happen to have a little bit of green in it. It is not the majority of the stuff going in.
I went up and helped my mother with her chair, and she gave me some hamburgers as payment.
Ooh.
I couldn't turn them down.
No, you can't.
That is a difficult one to turn down.
Homemade
is
hamburgers,
burgers.
tomatoes, and lettuce.
Mhm.
I'm happy.
Well, when I went up to get water, I ended up coming down and having bug cake delivered to me. So I feel that.
I
Not
thought
as
you
good as
were
a
about to say
burger.
coffee because you kept saying the cup. So,
No, I was not allowed. I was amazed that I was not allowed that I got away with using the coffee. I could have made that coffee, and she wouldn't have been none the wiser. I should have done it. But I was a good rat, and I didn't do it.
Then your chat would tell on you, and you would feel guilty when she found out.
Oh, I'd just laugh hard. You know I would.
Yeah, I didn't know I was hungry until she offered me hamburgers.
One way to find out.
I have a weird hunger system anyways. I don't always know when I'm hungry. Also, why I get dehydrated so easy. So how have you been, Q?
I've had that same migraine all week. But I'm doing better
Ouch.
cautiously today, yeah. Most of the week, I've been doing my best.
Are you maybe fighting off a sinus infection, or are migraines and headaches normal for you?
The latter, unfortunately.
Ah,
I think I'm finally figuring something about it out, though. We'll see.
good luck.
Thank you. Haven't figured out how not to overeat. One of those things. I don't think there's any helping me there.
There's always Botox.
No.
So, question for Pack and Chat and Q.
Sure.
I got some whole grain rolled oats that I got, so I could make oatmeal whenever I'm wanting a snack instead of making, what I'd normally have for a meal, because I end up making a meal and then I ate the meal. So I got me some oatmeal, and I got some brown sugar, and I got honey, because I've never really made it on my own before. Whenever I'm making it, should I add just one or the other, or is it good to add both? Because I tried adding both, but I couldn't taste the honey.
Well, honey's a light flavor when it gets mixed in like that. Oatmeal's a pretty strong flavor. That's why you got to add a lot to it. Brown sugar, I would say, is probably a good one. Don't forget, if you can, creamer is also really good to add to it. If you don't want to do a lot of milk, it's just like a potent version of milk that gives it more creaminess.
That's actually a good idea. Thank you very much. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah, creamer's a good idea.
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I do when I make oatmeal in the morning, when I did make oatmeal often in the morning before we started doing something else, maple syrup was one I use often too. I would do a scoop of brown sugar, some cream or some creamer or some milk, and just a little bit of maple syrup, because a little bit of maple syrup is a lot of flavor.
Isn't molasses made from maple syrup?
No, molasses is just a temperature that you bring sugar to. It doesn't. It's just sugar cooked to a certain temperature.
Okay.
Sugar's a really interesting one because when you get sugar to a high melting point,
It caramelizes.
every time there's levels. There's literal differences in about 2 to 3 degrees between different types of foods. It can be anywhere from like a gel type candy to caramelized, or like it's just a hard rock candy. Is differences
like the
of
hard crack, the soft crack, and all that fun stuff.
It's all just a difference of the degree which you bring it up to. A candy thermometer has to be very accurate to get the sugar to the right temperature. And molasses it's just one of those levels.
Okay. Yeah, I did not know about the syrup idea. So I'm just trying to think of some stuff that I can get so I don't get burned out on, one set of flavors, because the whole grain rolled oats is, not super bad for me.
Yep. And you could do something with a little bit of fruit, strawberry jam,
Yeah.
maybe.
Nifty. Yeah, I didn't think about using jam.
Oh.
Blueberries is popular.
Yeah, blueberries is the only one that I had really thought of, so I appreciate that.
And the cream goes good with just a bit of fruit too. So you could do fruit and just cut up some strawberries in there, or something like that. Bananas go good with everything,
Peaches.
not just that. Peaches, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, they all go. Blueberries I have an issue with using because if they're not in season or they're not, they could be tart. And I don't like tart blueberries at all.
This is
Madman,
fair.
by the way, says that molasses is actually a residue of sugar making process. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's also made the other way. But I'm no cook. I watch a lot of cooking crap, but I watch a lot of everything. So I watch cooking crap right along the side of lawyers because they're in the same feed. So who knows?
I just know that brown sugar is made using molasses. Is all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad I asked.
Glad to be of assistance.
Yeah. Might also suggest if you have it a lot in the morning, a different way of doing oatmeal is overnight oats, where you just put it into a slow cooker or something like that overnight, and it gives it time to like seep in and really, well, mushify it, so it's a slightly different texture. But a lot of people like it better that way. Hey, Jims.
Yeah, I got the traditional
Peanut butter in there. It's interesting.
whole grain. I'd say peanut butter would be good too. You'd have to warm it up first though to make sure it can stir up well, I think.
I have not tried that one.
Same here. That's the first I've heard of that.
Now, peanut butter is a strong flavor. I could see it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's probably one of those ones where some people love it and some people hate it.
Mm-hmm. Very yes.
I don't like the taste of plain peanut butter, but I like it mixed in with stuff like I can enjoy a peanut butter brownie or a cake or a cookie. To me, it just kind of tastes bitterish.
I need to do 19.
Oh, I can tell you, Reese's peanut butter is not normal peanut butter.
Kind of right.
It's very sugary, and I forget what else they do to it.
It's actually a difficult one to just kind of eat straight. Reese's peanut butter is actually pretty bad for like a sandwich or something like that. It's good for cooking.
And the Reese's peanut butter cups, I can have like 1 or 2 of them, and then I'm done. There's something about the peanut butter that's just so rich on my tongue.
It is very rich.
But boy, can I eat Reese's Pieces. is all done now. Had to mute myself 19 times while I was eating.
We appreciate your consideration in this matter.
My little mute key was in my IRC chat
Oh, right.
38 times, so I could actually count how many times I muted and unmuted. So we need 27 of these. Okay, Pack, I'm going to ask an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, with how it's going over here, the system is filling up with compacted coal. But we also have just the one train getting it. Should I take the time to maximize it or just leave it as is? We're past the point of stopgap. Tried it. I should go ahead and maximize it.
I'd maximize it.
Okay. Do you have a site or something where you have like the 3-to-3 balancer? Or a 4-to-3 balancer?
I think it's on there somewhere. If it's not, I have looked at it on Reddit before.
Oh, you think it might be in on this website?
It might be.
Okay. I will look. $54 to $54 apparently. all just blueprints. Found one that has no clipping that could actually let me see how it's working.
That's an interesting thing.
I think it works.
What happened?
Well, I tried to make a very compact foundry.
Uh-huh. No, there is a no clip 4 to 3.
It's compact.
But does it work?
I have no idea.
And I can finagle a 4-3 to a 3-3 by just splitting one of the 4s into 2.
Well, let's just put it together and see if it does something. I'm curious. I am legit curious about this one.
Okay, it says see blueprint, but it just shows me white blocks.
Okay, I need someone to test this on.
How can I import a blueprint? If I have a file. Is this something you have to do, or do you think I might be able to?
I think I have to do it.
I will
Let's
test
double
it
check.
here first, see if I
I
can.
have the blueprinter right here. I don't think it has an import function. No, it doesn't have a blueprint. I'd have to open it up in the. I'd have to save it into the game.
Oh, darn. Maybe I can look up a video real quick to figure out how to load balance. Because I know how to do it in like Factorio.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in this one it would work differently. Because a 2-to-1 coming in on both sides, it would still just switch back and forth between them. But it would use one from each side. So if one ended up going slower, the other one would make up for it. Okay. Okay, I'll use Factorio knowledge. That sounds like a thing to do.
Give me something to do for a little bit at least. If I have a copper and an iron placed next to each other, I can test this thing.
The starting base, there was still a copper up top, and I think there was an iron node there that wasn't in use at all.
I see a spot. Not that far away.
And the Factorio blueprints are much easier to see. Oh, this is complicated because splitters in Factorio merge and split at the same time, so it has to have a merger before a splitter.
Mm-hmm.
Still doable. I see a blueprinter in my future.
It works. It actually works. That's ridiculous.
Fantastic.
That's the word for it. It's actually kind of ugly. But it works. That should not work, man. That should not work.
That's probably why it does.
Alright. Alright, well. Let's put this monstrosity to work.
merge those. Then we split them. One goes off. One goes into a merger splitter. That one has 2 to go. Merger splitter. Merger splitter.
You made me look more chaos in chat. This is satisfactory. Merger. Out from a splitter. Wow, you really can't raise these up at all.
All right. Where are you going to want the oil, Pack? On the south side?
I don't know yet.
Hmm.
Merger.
If I was gonna say where to attach it right now, where are you? Q is that way.
Mm-hmm. Top of the tower.
There's a tower over there.
Yes, there is.
Darn, there's going to be clipping.
It has oil on the top of it.
You know, the funny part is, from this distance, I see a tower. Then I get here, and the very top of the tower then shows up, which is the actual machine. So the platforms and the beams and all the building stuff, you can see that from here. The machine doesn't show up until I get here. It's kind of funny.
It's the way of things. Machines have more detail.
They have metadata.
Mm.
Their merger into there. Split
I'm gonna say
there.
their refinery part. We don't have anything taller than this here. Yeah, if you could, if the oil was connected up to the top of this pillar right here on the corner,
Split
we could make use of it from that point.
to there out. There back around.
I'll see what I can do. Now, do you have to bring the oil pipe back down from the top of the tower, or can you just use it now that it's up here?
Well, it has to come back down, and
That's
then
for sure.
over to here. But you don't have
Sure.
to worry about pumping it at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
This answers the question. I will get on it.
Now the question is, do I want to deal with the clipping or do I want to not deal with the clipping? Okay. I will fix it. Not have clipping.
There. I left you a little sign.
That will
I
help.
think I need to go wrangle Hundo,
Good luck.
who is absorbed into a program right now. Way too late. She should get sleep since tomorrow Midlet is back, and she's then all sleep is there's no more sleep after that.
No.
So I'm gonna go get her, save her from herself. Be right back. I could not drag her away.
She
Interesting.
refused.
She'll be here in about 10 minutes, probably. The show's really good, evidently.
What show? Out of morbid curiosity.
I forgot to ask.
Oh, fair enough.
Time to update the blueprint.
Huzzah!
Load the other one and fix it. I missed the belt.
Did you know? Well, you know, I forgive you. Not sure the game does, though.
Time for trial number 3. Okay, this seems to be working. Though it visually looks like there's a delay sometimes.
Seems to be a thing in this game.
What's the thing?
That sometimes things just look like there's a delay when there's no delay.
I'm not sure I've experienced that. I believe it, just don't know if I've had that.
Well, it's like I know all of this is set up. This should be outputting way more to this belt than should be. But coming out of the output, occasionally I see an empty spot visually. Like I'm putting the max onto the conveyor belt, and it's going, but coming out, it's not going max.
Hello, hon.
Hi, honey.
Hi, hon.
Q and Firedale say hi.
Hi guys! Time for us to change your seat suppression team.
Oh, is someone in a hurry now? Oh, do you have to get to bed?
It's the last night. I'm not gonna have a child around to get up for.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I went to bed at 11:30 the other night and I didn't get yelled at. Your mom said you better get down there before your husband has a conniption.
Mm-hmm.
It was the last half hour of a 3.5 hour miniseries. It was the last 15 minutes.
You
of
watched
the last 3.5.
the whole miniseries tonight.
Wow.
It's a miniseries, not a movie.
Basically.
You cannot finish one of them
Basically.
and watch it later.
Basically.
Basically, you could have watched it later.
It was a Lord of the Rings movie. It was a long movie. There were
I
six.
saw the movie. It was not a Lord of the Rings
There
movie.
were 6 episodes. And
6 episodes.
yes, it was a mini series.
Well, I thought it might be like 3 long episodes or 4
No.
long. No.
They were 38 minutes and 34
So you
and
could have
32
stopped
minutes each.
One
Which is why I said
or
I should have
2
said,
or
okay,
3 episodes
it's 11
ago.
o'clock, we should stop. But your mom, I hit the trigger so quick when the last went in and we both went,
And I bet you are. No, wait, stop.
in my head I did. I went,
Oh, so you weren't.
I'm like, oh damn, it's 11 o'clock. Oh wait, what's happening? She skipped the intro and everything.
You should be finishing at 10 o'clock.
I said I'd go to bed around 10-ish.
Ish.
Ish.
This isn't even ish. There's no 10-ish in
You
11:40.
know, we could have the bed halfway taken apart right now.
Oh, I think we can take time for this now. You're past that.
No.
You're way past that.
You know, and then
Honey,
you
guys
wanted to
can
do
go.
stuff in the morning.
We are doing stuff in the morning. After the
I
night-
like how you're looking at me like, yeah, you're doing stuff in the morning.
the 9:30 alarm. That gives me lots of time to sleep in.
Because you sleep great.
I know I was up for an hour and a half in the middle of the morning. Come on, let's go change the sheets.
Ta-ta-pa-ta-pa-ta. Yeah,
And
okay.
then brush the teeth.
I'm breaking into Southern all night.
You're reverend.
Well, I don't have to break into my role. I just break into Southern.
Yeah, because we were practicing your Southern reverend.
You're right. and my old miner because I had to do
And
two
you
parts
had to
last,
do the
2 parts
you
tonight
had
because
to
someone
do
didn't
the
show
2
up.
parts. Yeah.
And of course, the parts lines were right next to each other each
Mhm.
time, which
I
was
st-
confusing.
I still like the bad guy that wanted the bad Calamity Gang guy who was like taking 5 steps this way and turning around and then scolding himself and then running this way.
when he was playing the sheriff
When the
instead.
bad guy was gonna play the sheriff
Yeah.
instead. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Let's go fix the sheets.
Well, let's
Okay,
go.
It sound like it's your fault.
I'm still cute.
This does
Come
not
on.
change you
Come
from being
on.
cute.
Come on.
Okay, I'm coming. I need to hit a button. You need to get over there and start doing stuff. I will be right there. So I'm back, and now I gotta go again because my wife decided to take her sweet time watching a show. It was not a long movie.
Oh, Mama.
That was a show you guys blitzed. You could have enjoyed it slowly and with joy.
No, we could not.
Yes,
No.
Don't say.
No.
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 No. You didn't want to.
This
It's different than me.
was intense.
And it would be
we
intensely.
needed to know the next
You
thing.
missed. How you reminded me of a story.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
I'll wait until I sit down at least.
All right.
So, my father. And he hold on, what? Donuts can be difficult to. Why did my dad send you that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Speaking of my father. Okay. My father, and anybody who knows the channel at all knows that when I talk about this, something dumb's coming up, to put it mildly. All right, so today was church lunch day, where I help out heavily with that. We have a very good lunch. It's very delicious. It's prepared by people that know what they're doing. It's pulled pork day.
Ooh.
Oh, is this the one you missed last time?
Did I miss it last time?
Yeah, remember
This
everyone
was
ate
the
but
this
you?
is the one that we missed when Hun was not doing well. That is correct. And evidently it's also the last one of the season. I forgot that. I didn't know that. So that happened, and we were set up, and we left this morning. They were my folks were planning on coming, and we got there, and after all the setup and everyone was there, and we were noticing my folks were not there, and this was odd because they like the lunches. I was half expecting them not to show up because my mom had something for breakfast that was going to make it more difficult for her to have time out of the house, but evidently that was not the problem. About 12:45, my mother sends a text to Hun. What was that, Hun? An audio message from my dad that I'm sure was very strange and creepy. Okay. We get a text from them saying they are spending time at home looking for my dad's contact lenses because he lost them again. And this is important because the last set of contacts that were lost were a month ago. And this is important because insurance isn't going to pay for another pair of contact lenses right after the last ones got lost. You got by your own, and they ain't cheap. So they're looking everywhere. They're tearing apart the house, evidently. We just got the text. They're looking for the contact lenses, so they're not here yet. So that's the thing. We get a text 15 minutes later. They're still looking for it. They had torn everything apart. They were looking over my dad. They like were looking in his shoes, looking under his feet, looking in his socks, looking in between his toes, looking everywhere, tearing apart the bathroom, everything. About 1:15, and we had lunch was at like 12:30.
Sure.
1:15, and we're wrapping it up. We're like starting to clean about that time because we had to do a thing at 2, so we were going to be heading out anyways. We get a text. Can I see the text real quick? I will read it verbatim. Thank you. He found it. In first place, I asked him to lock. LOK, because didn't type it properly. She was probably freaking out. It was in his freaking eyeball. Mystery solved. Oi. Followed by a gif of Ryan Reynolds face palming.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
So they spent about... probably about an hour looking for the contact lens. Maybe not even considering the fact that he can look for the contact lens because he has in the contact lens.
Uh-huh.
More information? Pop says it's not his fault. You know why?
Let's find out.
He's got... He put an ointment in his eye, and it's because a sty is developing, and it's white, and it made his eye cloudy.
Uh-huh.
So he can't see anything. It's all cloudy. I don't give it to him. No.
Realized he had it in because it was blurry.
Should have checked anyways.
Especially when my mother specifically said, check your eyeball.
Mm.
Yeah. He's also well known for being really bad at being the one at fault in anything. He hates to admit to being wrong. Absolutely hates to. It's anything and everything else's fault before it. It's like a thing with him. Like he grew up and couldn't be in fault for anything type of thing. So, that was a thing that happened earlier today. And I found it kind of funny. Because it was funny. We were all worried that we'd have to come home and start looking for that thing when we got home. Thankfully, we didn't.
I think the grace here was that when you get home, not stuck there looking with him.
Yeah. I think the grace here is that they found it. I think that's the good part. But
Yeah,
still
fair.
funny.
Fair.
Still funny.
Okay, there's the Fort 3.
I am going to try and finish what I'm doing, so I got about another 5 minutes in me.
Right.
That's also what I'm
Very
trying to do.
very distracted night. Which
It
is
happens.
a normal night for me.
Yeah.
I just have to finish making the stacked version now. Hey!
City Vitter's like, that's why I stick to glasses. Well, honestly, he probably should. But I don't think he ever will. He can't do glasses?
They can't make them thick enough anymore. They cracked the last time they tried to make them work.
They cracked the last time they tried to make them thick enough for him. I'm sure he didn't drop them either.
No, like they cracked the production.
But they could make contact lenses.
Special hardware.
Yep.
I know you could do contact lenses easier than you can do glasses. That's strange to me.
Well, the contact lens itself can have more of a curve. Theoretically.
Hey! I
Hey.
did it.
You did the
As long
thing.
as, as long as everything is connected, which I now get to go through and make sure they try and connect everywhere except where they're supposed to. Oh, there's one I missed.
There's a 4 to 3 balancer. Is there a 3 to 4 balancer?
Nope, because I didn't need it. Went through and fixing where I missed some connections. Okay, that's all for that one. Now I load this one. Then I fix the one missing here. Weird part is, it's the same part I missed when making the other one too. Same exact part. Save. I hate that the stacked doesn't show up without hovering on it. I'm glad I chose the icons I did. So we clear that and delete that. So I've made a 3 to 3 balancer and a 4 to 3 balancer. In
Saw
both
that.
a stacked output and a non-stacked output. So I'm going to need it stacked for mine. Okay, so I think I'm done.
Huzzah.
So I was going to log out, take care cute, take care pack, take care of everybody in chat.
Later, file down. God willing, see you Tuesday.
Hopefully see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah, see you then. I got another minute or two in me to finish this one up.
All right. I'm taking my time with the pipeline, making it look nice. Or at least
What's wrong with
nice-ish.
that?
At least nice-ish. I mean, unless you need it quick.
No, I don't.
I felt like maybe you could be okay waiting a little bit. Just maybe.
You were correct, sir. Alright, I think that'll do it for right now.
Alrighty. We'll catch you later then, Pack. You rest well.
Yep. You have a good one, Q.
Thanks.
See you Tuesday. That's going to do it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully in the afternoon around... I'm always trying to aim for like 1 or 2 o'clock. We'll see what happens. But I'll see you then. All best tips and resub by you guys will survive. That's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a good one. I'm going to send you guys to see. There's no one on right now, so have a good night. Sleep well. Bye-bye.